Good morning. As you can probably tell, I'm back out on the bike, which I'm really pleased about. Since I broke my foot, I think this is my third ride back. But I recently got this mount for the bike, put the GoPro on, so I'm testing that out today. It's really good because you can actually spin it around 360 degrees. I won't be ashamed to admit that I'm not the most confident on the bike, and I don't fancy the idea of trying to hold the GoPro itself or the GoPro on a selfie stick or something like that and ride it with one hand so much. Anyone who knows me will know that my balance isn't the best, even when I'm still on 2 feet, so yeah. The loop I've got planned is known as Round the Houses here. I think the local 10-mile TT takes place on that part of that loop. It's about 50k. With just over 500 metres of climbing, which I've been told is a pretty standard Devon ride. You can expect 100 metres of climbing per 10 kilometres. I haven't really got anything planned in particular for this ride, just getting out and enjoying the weather. It's not as nice as I expected it to be. It's a little bit chilly, but not windy, which is nice. And clouds are looking a bit grey actually, which surprises me. Just over 12 minutes into the ride now. Just left the main town centre and climbing up Newport. Bit of a drag this, not particularly steep, but and it's not the highest gradient during the ride, that comes a bit later. The main problem here is the traffic lights. Hopefully I can time it okay. Yeah, we're good. Going to be at the top of this drag now. Definitely tell I've lost a bit of fitness with my broken foot. And the rides I've done so far, my heart rate just seems to be so much higher than it was before. That's to be expected. I've had almost a month of doing hardly anything. Don't think there's much else to say at this point. So I'm going to spin you around and you can enjoy some of the beautiful roads we get to ride on. So much of my heavy breathing, which I apologise about. I got quite excited the other day as I had something arrive in the post. It was something that I ordered on Amazon Prime, so I knew it was coming the next day. And I got quite excited about it actually. You might think, how are you getting excited over that? But for me, it's going to be a real help. I'm not going to tell you exactly what that thing is yet, but I will show you later in this video. Give you a bit of a hint. It's a minor upgrade to the Pain Cave. Bear with me guys, I think I've got the biggest climb of the route coming up, so I'll catch up with you after that. When all of a sudden it's fit on the bike, I have to stop there. I remember once I felt absolutely awful, like I'd bonked. And I think it was just because I didn't hydrate enough properly before I left. Right, so I'm off that climb now. Where was I? Oh yeah, the paint keeper. So I'll show you when I get back. I've just realised my GoPro battery is running pretty low already. And when it just got it, I did really appreciate how quickly the battery drains. I've been recording for quite a while, so I have to be a bit more conservative with the battery and a bit more selective with the film. So yeah, the paint cave upgrade, pretty exciting to me, maybe not to you. I'll show you a bit later. But I will say, it's going to count towards 2 videos I have planned coming up. One of which is how to stay more comfortable on the bike when you're cycling indoors on the turbo. And the other one is a tour of the paint cave. Now at the moment it's a bit of a mess because we're redoing our shed. So there's a lot of stuff in the garage that needs to go back out into the shed. So I'll wait to do that video until the shed's sorted and the garage is a little bit tidier. So I haven't really got much else to say at this point. I'm going to power the GoPro off, save some battery for a bit later. Probably see you once we've done the turnaround point and come back on the way past Umberley. And then Stag's Head. It's lovely. So about 8 miles from Barnstable where I live. Really enjoyed this ride actually. Been a bit quicker than I expected. But the caveat being, after not training for a little while with my broken foot, I feel like my heart rate is getting too high. I need to definitely calm it down a bit and work more in that aerobic zone. Well, even now it's 140. It shouldn't be that high really. So I think this week I'm in. Saturday today, so this week I'll probably do a few spins on the turbo. The weather's not looking that great anyway. And it's a good opportunity to stay in a particular zone and not have to worry about anything else like traffic, hills or anything like that. So that's my plan for this week. Battery's getting really low now, so I'll come back to you guys when we're back in Barnstable. Right, so I'm back home now from my ride. I've had a shower, a shave, something to eat, been to the shops, etc, etc. And now I want to show you the upgrade to the pain cave that I mentioned earlier. Now, before I do that, I just want to apologise for the quality of the GoPro footage. I haven't used a GoPro before, not on the bike, and it was my first time trying it. I did think the wind noise would be a factor, and I've had to look back through some of the footage already, and I can see, yeah, you hear mainly the wind and you can barely hear me. Now I'll do my best to fix that when I come to edit this video, but yeah, I just wanted to say sorry about the quality of that. I'm looking at buying one of those wind muff things that go over the GoPro. Hopefully that works a bit better for next time. Now don't get too excited, as the upgrade to the pain cave isn't particularly exciting, but it is going to be incredibly useful for me. So the upgrade is an extra fan. You can't see in this shot at the moment, I'll show you in a minute, how I've got a fan on the floor that blows up at me when I'm on the turbo trainer. But what I was finding, that with the hotter months that we're in now, even with that fan on and the garage door open, it gets too hot in here. So I bought one of these wall mountable fans on Amazon. It's only about 22 quid, I think it was, which I'm planning on putting on the wall, oops, without hitting the bike, around there, something like that, or maybe on this bit of wall here. And the idea is that it blows directly in my face when I'm on the turbo trainer. Now my drill isn't quite powerful enough to go through the block in the garage here, So I'm going to have to ask my dad for some help. He's going to pop over a little bit later with his drill. We're going to get it mounted on the wall, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so the fan is on the wall, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in it. Even though it says it's wall mountable, you can see here it's not very secure at all. There's only 2 screws holding it into the wall on this side, and there's nothing on this side. So I can literally see a gap between the fan unit itself and the wall, which isn't great. I'm going to put up with it because I know that I'm not going to need to be moving the fan very much. I think I've got it in the right position here as it is, so I'm just going to leave it now. Now there's 3 speed settings as well as the off setting, and the highest speed and off are right next to each other, which is really handy for me because I don't think speeds 1 and 2 are quite frankly going to be powerful enough. I've tried it on 3 and that seems to be quite nice, so I think I'm going to stick with using that setting. So I'll turn it on and show you how it looks. So with me sat up like this, to be honest, I can't really feel the fan that much. What I do feel is more in my chest area or in my neck, but when I'm down on the hoods here, it's definitely blowing right into my face. I might just need to adjust the angle a little bit, but I'd like to think this fan here with the fan that's on the floor should keep me nice and cool when I'm on the turbo. So it's a little bit untidy down here at the moment. I need to tack the wire to the wall and also attach the extension lead itself to the wall. So I'm going to do that. As I mentioned earlier, we need to clear out that side of the garage because there's a load of stuff that belongs in the shed there at the moment. But once I've done that, I'll give you a full tour of the pain cave. So I think that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you click on the screen here, you'll see my latest upload where I cover some of the mistakes I've made in the past with heart rate monitors and offer you some tips on how to improve the longevity and reliability of yours. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be great if you could drop it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.